Ever wish you had an AI expert sitting right next to you, walking you through the complex software step by step? Well, that's exactly what Google's AI Studio can do. It acts like your personal tech mentor, watching your screen and guiding you through any application's feature in real time. And today, I'm going to show you how this works by having AI Studio help us navigate through Airtable's most advanced features so you can see how powerful this shoulder surfing AI really is. Let's dive in. First, go to aistudio.google.com and select Stream option. So once you're in Stream, you should see the chat window, something similar to what we all know. And you can ask your questions here. But in order to do so first, you would just have to click the stream, right? So let me clear everything and then you can start off with share screen. And in this case, I'll be sharing my Vivaldi application. You can again share whatever you want to, and then you can ask the questions about it. So let me just go with my Vivaldi application and I'm going to share that to the Google. Now it has started sharing. All right, so right now I'm sharing this portion of the screen to my Google AI Studio. Now let's ask some questions. Okay, the first question is, so right now I have like an content flywheel system that I've created, and this is a system that will automatically replicate your content to different social media platforms. So it transforms the content, it'll help you create the content, and right now I want to create like additional users to it. And let's go, I've already created the user number 4 and I want to create the variables for that. But the first question that I want to ask is, how do I duplicate this? Okay, so let me ask a question. How do I duplicate the Airtable records that you're seeing now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen now. I see the ChatGPT window with the JSON payload and the Airtable database.
That's right. I am looking at the Airtable database. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks like you're in the performance metrics section of a platform called CFW. There's a table with various columns like view, name, type, and user. I also see a video in the bottom right corner.
That's right.
Okay, how can I help you with this platform?
So essentially, right now I'm working on the Airtable and I have a table called variables and I want to replicate it to user number 4. So these are the 20 records that I have in the variable. So I want to select it, but I don't know how to duplicate it. Can you walk me through how I can duplicate these records and change the user name to U4?
Sure, I can help with that. First, can you select all the records that you want to duplicate? You should be able to do that by clicking the checkbox at the top of the first column.
Okay, I did that.
Great. Now, look for a duplicate button. It might be under an actions menu or somewhere in the ribbon above the table. Can you see it?
No, I don't see it.
Okay, let's try another way. Right-click on one of the selected records. Do you see a context menu with options like duplicate?
I do see it.
Perfect. Click on Duplicate Record. That should create copies of the selected records.
But how do I bulk duplicate it?
I understand. To duplicate multiple records at once, make sure you have all the desired records selected. Then look for an option like Duplicate Selected Records in the Actions menu or the right-click Context menu. If you don't see it there, check if there's a button that says Actions in the toolbar. It might be under that.
It looks like there is no duplicate for the bulk. I have to do one by one, or I can export it and import it again. Can you walk me through how I can do it?
If there's no bulk duplicate option, exporting and re-importing the records might be the best way to achieve that. First, can you export the selected records? Look for an export option or a download CSV button, usually in the same actions menu or toolbar.
Okay, I'm downloading the CSV.
Excellent. Once it's downloaded, open the CSV file in a spreadsheet editor, like Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. There you can easily duplicate the rows and change the user column value to U4 for all the new records.
Okay, so let me just go for the new spreadsheet.
Yes, create a new spreadsheet and import the CSV file into it. Once the data is imported, you can easily copy and paste the rows to duplicate them. Then you can update the user column for the duplicated records to U4.
Okay, I'm just U4.
Once you've updated the user column for the duplicated records, save the changes in the CSV file. Then go back to the CFW platform and look for an option to import CSV files. It might be under a Create or Import button. Use that to import the modified CSV file back into the platform.
So right now, when I drag and drop the U4 onto other columns, onto other rows, I see it is incrementing the number How do I stop it?
I see. When you drag and drop, it's likely trying to create a series. To copy the same value, try copying the cell with U4, then selecting the other rows you want to change, and then paste the value. Make sure you choose the paste value option if available, to avoid accidentally changing the format or anything else.
Got it. Okay. I think I knew it. I just wanted to test
Great.
test you if you know how to do it.
That's perfectly fine. Now that you've made the changes, save the CSV file, and then proceed to import it back into the CFW platform. The new records should appear with the updated user value.
How do I do it? How do I export it to a CSV file?
In Google Sheets, go to the File menu, then select Download, and choose Comma Separated Values, CSV, Current Sheet to export the current sheet as a CSV file. In Microsoft Excel, go to the File menu, select Save As, and then choose the CSV format when saving the file.
Got it.
Perfect. Now that you have the modified CSV file, go back to the CFW platform. Look for an option to import SATA, usually near the Create or Import buttons, and select the CSV file you just saved.
Okay. So, all right. So I am trying to see where I can really import.
Look for an Import or Create New Records button, and within those options, there should be a way to upload a CSV file. It might be labeled as Import from CSV or something similar.
I don't see an option to create records from CSV.
Okay.
Can you review the Airtable documentation and navigate me through how to create it?
I'm sorry, I can't directly access external documentation like the Airtable documentation. However, in most Airtable bases, you should find an option to import data within the table settings or through a button labeled Import or Create New Record. Look for those kinds of options in the Airtable interface. If you see a menu related to views or records, check there for import options.
Okay, so I have the create view and then I have the download CSV option, but I don't have an import CSV option. And finally, I have...
Since there isn't a direct import CSV option in that menu, you might need to use a different method. One way is to copy the data directly from your CSV file and paste it into an Airtable grid view. Alternatively, you can check if there are any extensions or integrations available in your Airtable base that allow importing CSV files. Look for an extensions menu or a marketplace of apps within Airtable.
Okay, so let me just go and do that. Thanks for the suggestion.
You're welcome. Let me know if you encounter any other issues or have any more questions.
Hold on, I haven't done with you yet.
Sure. Please proceed with the steps you're taking. I'm here to help if you need any further assistance.
Okay, so I have this user ID.
Yes, I see the user ID column in your spreadsheet.
And I want to make sure the user record number matches perfectly. So I'm just updating the user record number.
Okay, I understand you are updating the user record numbers. Once you've ensured they match correctly, let me know what you'd like to do next.
Okay, that is done. Now I want to copy this and directly paste it. Okay, so help me through that.
All right, to copy the data from your spreadsheet, select the cells you want to include. Then, copy the selected data, go to your Airtable base, and open the grid view where you want to paste the data. Click on the first cell in Airtable where you want the data to appear, and then paste the copy data. Airtable should automatically map the data to the columns, but you might need to adjust the column mappings if necessary.
Perfect, I got it. So this is fantastic.
Great! I'm glad it worked out for you. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, thank you. As you can see here, folks, this really helped me navigate through how to duplicate the records in Airtable, which I knew it, but I was just testing out the skills. I knew there was no direct button option to duplicate the bulk records, and I wanted to see if it can really understand the workarounds to get the things done. Right, and then once I was able to export that into an Excel spreadsheet, I was just asking like in tiny questions like, the values are incrementing, what should I do there? And I was wondering, how do I import that into the Airtable? Like all these things are not straightforward. Typically, that would have taken some time in the past to search in the Google, figure it out, read through the documentation and stuff. And having this AI Studio as a co-pilot really helps a lot, right? And this will kind of, be talking behind the scenes while you are trying to navigate and text to get the things done. If you'd like more tips and tricks like this, hit that follow button and subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing you more AI productivity tips that'll keep you on your toes. Thank you.